This year is wrapping up and there have been some great games that came out, but what are we going to play for the rest of the year? Well, I've got some great news. We've still got some amazing games left. Without wasting any time, let's dive into the biggest and the best releases remaining in 2024. Next up, we have Path of Exile 2 releasing November 15th to PlayStation, PC, and Xbox. This sequel to Path of Exile 1 aims to be both harder and more approachable. A lot of work is being put into the game, and based on my time with the game and what they've announced, this will be the most complete ARPG launch we've ever seen. It's going to be an action RPG with a complex skill system, hundreds of customizable skills, with over 100 distinct environments, 600 different monsters, 100 different bosses, 1,500 passives, 36 ascendancy classes, 240 skills, 700 equipment types, and 6-person co-op. I've personally had the chance to play this game, and I'm gonna tell you, it's amazing, with a heavy focus on memorable boss encounters as you progress through the campaign. Path of Exile 2 is really shaping up to be the next true evolution of the ARPG genre, so watch out for this one. It will be one of the biggest ARPG launches ever. I'm calling it now. Next up, for the flyboys out there, we've got Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024, coming to PC and Xbox November 19th, 2024. Flight Simulator now has a career mode that makes the game feel a lot more like an RPG. It comes complete with a skill tree that lets you unlock bigger and better aircraft as you progress. Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024 aims to be the most realistic flight sim ever. Every helipad in the world is present in this game, as well as every airport. And this time, you can even land your plane and get out and explore the wilderness on foot in some areas. You can take on missions to put out wildfires raging in the bush, or to rescue hikers lost in the wilderness. You can deliver cargo to ships on the ocean, or become a crop duster. You can do all of this and more in the most realistic and immersive flight simulator ever. It looks like this one's going to be a hit for all flight sim enthusiasts. Next up, we have Stalker 2 Heart of Chernobyl. This one's coming to PC and Xbox on November 20th, 2024. Built in Unreal Engine 5 and featuring a massive, horrifying world, Stalker 2 Heart of Chernobyl is an upcoming first-person shooter survival horror video game. This is another game that looks like it could have easily been a generic, forgettable FPS, but avoided that by diving deep into a fascinating and terrifying sci-fi direction. Stalker 1 had a massive fan base, and Stalker 2 looks like it's one of the more promising open-world FPS games of 2024. Despite the 2 in the name, this is actually the 4th entry in the franchise, so it looks like this franchise has really got its feet under it now and is starting to get its stride. The previous entry sold over 4 million copies, allowing the developer to greatly expand their vision and to make Stalker 2 the massive game they'd always wanted it to be. This game will be single player at launch, with multiplayer mode planned soon after the release as a free update for the game. That's going to be massive because fans of the Stalker franchise have been begging for multiplayer modes for ages. Experience one-of-a-kind gameplay featuring the elements of a first-person shooter, immersive sim, and horror. In this game, you'll play a major part in a non-linear story that unfolds in the setting of a local post-apocalyptic dark science fiction city. If all of this sounds cool, keep an eye out for it, releasing on November 20th of this year. Next up, we've got Indiana Jones and the Great Circle. This one's coming to PC, Xbox, and PlayStation, releasing on December 6th, 2024. Developed by Machine Games and published by Bethesda, so there's quite a bit of heritage behind this one. Uncover one of the history's greatest mysteries in this first-person single-player adventure. The year is 1937. Sinister forces are scouring the globe for the secret to an ancient power connected to the Great Circle, and only one person can stop them: Indiana Jones. You live the adventure as Indiana Jones in this thrilling story full of exploration, immersive action, and intriguing puzzles. As the brilliant archaeologist famed for his keen intellect, cunning, resourcefulness, and trademark humor, you'll travel the world in a race against enemy forces to discover the secrets of one of the greatest mysteries of all time. Indiana's trademark whip remains at the heart of his gear and can be used to distract, disarm, and attack enemies. But it's not just a weapon, it can also be used to swing over gaps and scale walls. This one looks like it's going to be a great story-driven RPG, very similar to Uncharted. If you're enjoying this video, be sure to like and subscribe to stay up to date on all the biggest gaming news. Next up, we've got No More Room in Hell 2. This one's coming to PC and Mac on October 22nd, 2024. This is a first-person survival horror game set in a zombie apocalypse. You'll play as one of 8 remaining survivors with a focus on cooperation and survival. In this game, you and your friends will spawn all over an 8-player map and then do everything you can to meet up and survive. You'll kill the zombies or lead them away with car alarms, the choice is yours, but be careful because if you die, your character is dead for good. The more of your team that survives the mission, the more rewards everyone gets, incentivizing you to risk your own life to save your teammates. Will you risk your character's life and all the levels you've earned to save a friend? Decisions. Next up, this one hardly needs an introduction, and that's going to be Call of Duty Black Ops 6, coming to PC, PlayStation, and Xbox on October 25th, 2024. This is easily one of the biggest games still unreleased this year, and it's hoping that it's going to be a return to form for the Call of Duty franchise. It's going to bring back the single-player campaign and the popular zombie mode. Of course, it's also going to have its incredibly popular multiplayer PvP modes as well. Black Ops 6 is a spy action thriller set in the early 90s, a period of transition and upheaval in global politics thanks to the closing out of the Cold War. They say you can expect the campaign to involve high-stakes heists and cloak and dagger spy activity. But if single-player campaigns aren't for you, don't worry, they'll have 16 new maps, including 12 4 6v6 maps and 4 strike missions that can be played 2v2 or 6v6. As mentioned, the zombie mode is coming back where players will take down hordes of undead on 2 different maps at launch, with more maps coming post-launch. If you've been sitting on the sidelines for COD for a while, this might be the perfect one to jump back in with. Speaking of shocking, have you ever Googled yourself, like typed your full name and the city you live in into Google to see what comes up? You'd be shocked to find that data brokers are posting your full name, your full address, your phone number, and a lot of times a lot more information than that. And they're also posting the same information about all of your family members. Data brokers buy, sell, and post all of your personal information online, and it's a real problem in 2024 because this leaves you open to identity theft, stalking, phishing, scamming, and so much more. Not surprisingly, this easy access to your personal data is part of why there's an identity theft case every 22 seconds. This is exactly why I use the sponsor of today's video, Delete Me, to automatically find my information anytime it's posted online and have it removed. Believe it or not, you have the right to privacy on the internet, and Delete Me acts on your behalf to demand that your information is removed from hundreds of data broker websites. And I've got great news. You can get 20% off Delete Me consumer plans when you go to joindeleteme.com/luckyghost. That's joindeleteme.com/luckyghost. Click the link in the description or scan the QR code on screen right now to take control of your privacy on the internet and save 20% on Delete Me consumer plans. Thanks for listening and be safe out there. Now, let's get back to the video. Next up, we have WINDBLOWN. This is coming to PC on October 14th, 2024. This is a unique and little indie game that I thought I'd give a shout out. It's a 1 to 3 player roguelike where you absorb the powers of fallen warriors, rebuild your weapons, and destroy your enemies in search of a perfect run. In this fast-paced game, you'll dash around ever-changing islands in the sky where each run is going to offer different secrets for you to explore. This could be a fun take on the roguelite experience for you roguelite enjoyers out there. Next up, another little indie game coming to PC November 6, 2024. In this one, you'll manage your own homestead, build a farm, plant and harvest crops, rear animals, and upgrade your facilities to craft better items and gear. In this game, you can trade your goods from town to town or take up your sword and bow and battle your enemies to collect loot. You can explore the world while battling storms, weather, and disease. Looks like this might be a fun little indie game for you cozy gamers out there. Next up, Goat Simulator Remastered, coming to PC, PlayStation, and Xbox on November 7th, 2024. Have you ever wondered what it's like to be a goat? Were you wishing that Goat Simulator would drop a remastered version? Of course you weren't, but hey, they're doing it anyway. They even call it on their Steam page the remaster no one asked for. But the upside is that it includes all previous Goat Simulator DLC. Your goal in this ridiculous game is simple: cause as much chaos as possible while playing as the enigmatic Pilgor the Goat. Headbutt, backflip, and ragdoll your way around each level to earn points and come up with creative ways to ruin an NPC's day. Next up, we have Metro Awakening, coming to PC, PlayStation, and MetaQuest on November 7th, 2024. Metro Awakening is described as a story-driven first-person adventure built for VR that blends atmospheric exploration, stealth, and combat in an incredibly immersive experience. Set in the not-so-distant future of 2028, the survivors of a nuclear Armageddon cling to existence in the buried subways of a Moscow metro. You play as a doctor, braving the darkness, the crippling radiation, and the deadly threats of the metro in search for your wife and the medication that she needs. Wield a signature arsenal of handmade weapons, don your mask, and head into the depths of the metro where desperate bandits, mutants, and worse are waiting for you. Next up, we have Towers of AGHASBA, coming to PC and PlayStation. This game is described as a casual adventure role-playing game. Towers of AGHASBA is an open-world experience where players can build vast settlements and grow sprawling ecosystems on their fantasy island. Players must balance between constructing bustling villages for their growing tribe and nurturing exotic ecosystems of otherworldly plant life. Express your creativity by developing your island however you'd like. Explore the whimsical land of AGHASBA and connect with friends to show off your unique world. It looks like you'll be able to explore, gather, and even build settlements in a relaxing and beautiful world. This one looks like it's going to have a very indie feel to it and probably be more about exploration than combat. So check it out if it looks interesting. Next up, we have KINGMAKERS coming to PC, PlayStation, and Xbox. Release date is still unannounced, but it claims that it's coming here in 2024. In this game, you'll head back in time to a war-torn medieval era with a vast arsenal of modern weapons and change the course of history. It's your job to save the future in this epic action strategy sandbox game. Build your medieval kingdom, hop on a horse, and grab a gun, and lead an army of thousands into a massive real-time simulated battle, solo or co-op. Staving off an apocalypse has never looked so ridiculous or so fun. Prepare for battles on a scale you've never seen before, choose your weapon, and command your army. The medieval era will never see you coming. Next up, we have Life is Strange Double Exposure. This is a unique game coming to PC on October 29th, 2024. Fans of the franchise will recognize the return of Max Caulfield, who in this entry finds her friend Sophie dead in the snow. While trying to rewind time for the first time in years, she instead tears open a window into a parallel timeline, where Sophie is still alive and still in danger. In this game, you'll shift between the two timelines, trying to solve the murder in one and trying to prevent it in the other. With lives on the line, the stakes are high in this unique murder mystery, where you'll have to make allies and pursue suspects across two different versions of reality. The choices you make will decide how it all unfolds, but it won't be easy. A relentless detective has you in his sights, and Sophie's killer grows closer with every clue you uncover. LEGO Adventure Horizons. This one's coming to PC, PlayStation, and Switch on November 14th. In this LEGO-fied Horizon adaptation, you'll join Machine Hunter Alloy as she leads a crew of heroes on a quest to save the world and learn the secrets of her past. Of course, in this version, you'll be journeying to a distant future where the land is made of LEGO bricks and lush nature has reclaimed the earth. You'll meet the Nora tribe who live in the settlement of Mother's Heart and catch your first glimpse of the incredible dinosaur-like machines that roam the forests, the mountains, and the deserts that stretch beyond the village walls. You can play this game alone or with friends. You can hunt machines on your own, and you can hunt machines as Alloy or unlock the other heroes in the game to use their unique skills to defeat enemies instead. You'll also be able to customize your home and your characters by decorating the village and equipping new outfits. In this entry, you'll climb massive mountains and delve deep into underground cauldrons in search of answers to Alloy's mysterious past. For fans of the LEGO games or fans of the Horizon series, this could be a really fun game. Next up, we have A Quiet Place: The Road Ahead, coming to PC, PlayStation, and Xbox on October 17th, 2024. A Quiet Place: The Road Ahead is a single-player horror adventure game that takes place in a post-apocalyptic version of Earth that has been invaded by extraterrestrial monsters who can't see, but can hear incredibly well. Experience absolute terrors as you strive for silence when hiding from and sneaking by horrific creatures who hunt using only sound. Discover your own path through the world by observing your environment and leveraging the tools in your surroundings. In this game, you'll be given tools like flashlights to make sure you don't accidentally step on broken glass and make extra noise. You'll also be given a phonometer, which will tell you how loud the ambient environment is, letting you know exactly how loud you can be before the enemy hears you. In this game, you'll be running into a lot of puzzles that you'll need to solve in order to survive and escape the many life-threatening alien encounters you find yourself in. Use your own ingenuity and the clues left behind by previous survivors to piece together a solution. If you're looking for an immersive, scary world to sink your teeth into, this might be one worth checking out. Next up, we have Brighter Shore, coming to PC and Mac on November 6, 2024. This is a point-and-click style RPG with hundreds of hours of gameplay set in a land of magic and mysteries, with a huge number of professions to try and something new to find around every corner. If you've played RuneScape before, this one will feel familiar. Whether this will be a RuneScape replacement or a failed RuneScape clone is yet to be determined. But the interesting tidbit is that this is made by the same guy that made RuneScape. Like many RPGs, you start with humble beginnings. As the newest recruit in the Hopeport Town Guard, you are looking to make a name for yourself. This soon turns out to be a more challenging role than you had anticipated, with a strange storm raging over the harbor and unrest from the local goblins. The game will be constantly expanding, with new content being released in episodic format. Each episode features its own unique side quests, professions, and lands, as well as advancing the central story. The game will feature both AFK skill leveling and active skill leveling, and, of course, capes. For a game that says it's not trying to replace RuneScape, it sounds a lot like RuneScape. Each area you enter will offer new puzzles, new quests, and new opportunities to level up your skills. This game will feature single player and multiplayer content. With 10 years of development on the line, it'll be interesting to see how this RuneScape successor is received. Next up, Planet Coaster 2, coming to PC, PlayStation, and Xbox on November 6th. In this sequel to its much-loved predecessor, you'll experience enhanced and improved building and pathing tools that let you create spectacular, true-to-life theme parks complete with sprawling plazas. Create the ultimate experience for thrill-seeking guests using piece-by-piece construction. Build an array of exhilarating roller coasters and thrill rides. Design a seemingly interconnected park paradise with swimming pools and twisting water flumes. In this game, you'll provide for your guests' health, well-being, and happiness. Or don't. Let's be real, sometimes creating chaos is half the fun. Every time I play one of these games, I end up creating something more akin to a theme park death trap than a family getaway. But maybe this time will be different. Probably not. In this sequel, you can even collaborate with friends in franchise mode and share your creations. If all of that sounds fun, check out Planet Coaster on November 6th. Next up, we have Alien Rogue Incursion, coming to PC and PlayStation on December 19th. Alien Rogue Incursion is a brand new single-player action horror VR game that immerses players in the world of Alien. This game stars Zulu Hendrix, an unbreakable ex-colonial marine on a dangerous mission that brings her to the uncharted planet of Perdon and the secrets hiding beneath its surface. Designed by Alien fans for Alien fans, Survios brings their expertise to crafting this frightfully immersive alien virtual reality game. In this game, you play as a resilient former colonial marine with a complicated past on a dangerous mission to rescue a friend and former squad mate. With your synthetic companion Davis 01 by your side, you must fight your way to the heart of the Gemini Exoplanet Solutions research facility and confront the secrets waiting within. There, you will discover new and deadly horrors that once unleashed could spell the end of humankind. In this game, xenomorphs can intelligently use the environment to find the best angle of attack and appear from anywhere around you. Playing in VR will test your nerves and skills as you feel pulse-pounding terror facing off against deadly xenomorphs all around you. In addition to weapons and gear, you will also need your resourcefulness, quick reflexes, and the ability to stay cool under terrifying pressure to survive. And of course, combat is going to be dynamic and can happen or not based on player actions. And the moment you don't respect the xenomorphs is the moment you die in a gory mess. The more noise you make, the more xenomorphs you're going to attract. In combat with xenomorphs, death is very much an inevitable reality. Locate xenomorphs with your motion tracker and try to avoid fighting them. But if you have to, unleash a hellstorm of bullet fire with your pulse rifle, shotgun, and more from your arsenal to battle the perfect organism. Can you make it out alive? Good luck. Now, there are some absolutely massive games coming out in early 2025. Check out this video popping up on screen right now to check them out. You won't want to miss these. Thanks so much for watching, and if you enjoy my frequent updates on the best upcoming games, consider liking and subscribing to stay up to date on all the greatest games. And a massive shout out to my channel members. Thanks for supporting the channel in the big way that you guys do. To become a member of the channel for behind the scenes footage, a special Discord channel, and more, click the join button below or the link in the description. Thanks again to DeleteMe for sponsoring this video. You can get 20% off DeleteMe consumer plans when you go to joindeleteme.com/luckyghost. That's joindeleteme.com/luckyghost. Simply click the link in the description or scan the QR code on screen to take control of your privacy on the internet and get 20% off DeleteMe consumer plans. If you don't have other plans, check out these videos popping up on screen right now. I hope to see you in the next one.